3.
And welcome back.
2,
to Natural 1.
0.
Thanks, James.
James is running on Explorer.
Hey, when we left, we had just finished a little shopping with these 3 party members, 4 party members, 4 party members. We got Sen is wearing a dress.
She's looking fine.
Looking good. Agora Quest has raided. Hello.
Oh, hey.
The one time I forgot my
You know
shades.
what that means.
I didn't forget.
Suck it, I got shade.
My shades. Raid shades.
I got shade.
What?
Raid shades.
You know,
Nice.
since I'm Vivi right now,
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you I don't know if you rocking it without them shades.
Oh. She said them crazy shades make you look better.
My raid shades is I live in the shade. That is thrown my way.
I am the shade.
I was born in it.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for raiding. We are in the midst of a shopping episode slash mayhem with the Emperor visiting Temple of Rao episode. So we're about to get on to that.
James named it perfectly. What was it again?
Shopping and religion.
Shopping and religion. Hey guys, we got a winner for the giveaway. The giveaway, which is past tense.
We haven't gave it away yet.
So I'll say that in a bit, but the giveaway right now is Kopondrazi. Hey, congratulations to Kopondrazi. Kopondrazi. That's the one.
Congratulations.
Kopondrazi. Love it.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Correct us in the chat.
Oh no, it could be, there were 2 P's, so I didn't know how to.
Capo?
I don't know.
Capo, capo.
I like asking people to spell things phonetically, because no one wants to do that.
Except the Japanese.
Makes it easier to read.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, thanks for raiding. Welcome. We're gonna get back into it. You guys just kind of finished up there. You left the shop, the uncommon thread, proprietor Zug Torgol, excuse me, who got you set up in some nice new digs or threads even. So yeah, Rhea ordered something special, a couple of things. That's right. Natrix was in the guise of Vivi, got to number 1, tell a story that I just threw at her. Tell a story.
Totally didn't fuck any of it up. It's fine.
Kind of nailed it.
It was good. It was great. It was great.
Didn't need to be reminded of anything.
I was not expecting you to come at it immediately. I got one, don't worry.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
We got this.
Zen bought a dress, and you guys are moving on from there, I'm sure, to other parts of the city to continue your shopping. But before that, mayhem. Mayhem Giro. Dramatic events. Oh, I gotta stop this one. Hold on. There we go.
Oh my god.
We're playing Halo. Sorry. All right. We like Halo.
Except for the Paramount TV show.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Yeah, it's not. That's upsetting.
There's no good video game make, but we'll talk about that on Tuesday.
Arcane.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Excuse me,
that's
Silent
art.
Hill?
Wait, I haven't seen that one actually.
Oh, you should watch it.
Okay.
Bruh.
We'll talk about it on Tuesday. Come in.
Sonic
just
the Hedgehog, the movie.
I will be here
Sonic
on
2?
Tuesday.
I do want to see Sonic 2.
Just to be a thorn in Thomas's side and talk about movies.
Off camera. All right. All right, so Mayhem, you and the Emperor have had breakfast. You guys have talked, learned a little bit about each other, and now you have made your way to the Temple of Rao. The doors were just opened, and in there you can see that there are a couple of people kind of milling about here and there. going one way or the other, pretty busily. And as it opens up, everyone kind of stops and looks as you enter. You enter, followed by the Emperor, who enters after you. And you enter in that armor, going forward, just kind of shining, beaming, as you enter through there. You see the main entryway, which is the first kind of hall, similar to the one that you saw at the last one in Karma, except it's not built in the octagonal. Nailed it. Fashion. It's a large kind of receiving room where there are kind of pillars in the back, pillars in the front here, kind of going up. The wall kind of joins the pillars. And then there is a larger, there's a hallway from there that goes further. Standing in front of that kind of hallway are two people. One is a tiefling, dressed in what you would know as the priest robes or priestess robes of Rao. They have purple skin. They have horns that kind of come up, go back, and then up like this, right there. Purple skin with a kind of, well, I'll roll for it. Okay. A purple skin with a red hair. Yeah, her hair is like fiery red. Or their hair is fiery red. Okay.
Just to check on one thing, just for my memory. From my original temple, have I seen something similar to this?
To this temple?
Well, to the way the two people are set up and like, you know.
No.
Okay.
You would recognize that that's one of the priestess. It is a priest/priestess.
Okay.
Yeah. Of Rouse, probably the head of this temple.
Okay.
Is there. Next to this priest, you see another priestess sitting there, dressed very much like her counterpart there. This is, as you can tell with the dress, this and the way that she's carrying herself, this is another high-level priestess of Ra. She has kind of darker hair, black hair, kind of like a darker tone to her skin, or tan, darker. And you kind of walk in up to them?
Yeah, I would, well, Hakem's still right behind me, right?
He's right behind you.
I'll gesture at him like, I'm very excited. I think we should go forward.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Oh, delightful. And I'm already moving, like.
Hakem comes forward as well, and you stop in front of them. The person, the tiefling, says to you, no, sorry, lost in my notes. Loading, buffering.
Plot buffering.
Story of my life.
My whole argument.
Where's the refresh?
Buffering.
The Wi-Fi's no good. James isn't loading.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I just need Mayhem to load right now. All right. So you are looking at this, these two people, and the tiefling kind of steps forward and says, Envoy of Rao. Peace unto you.
And peace unto you, High Priestess. It is an honor to be here.
Just kind of looks at you and smiles and says, "It is actually priest. I am Sage S2E8.
Sage S2E8.
S2E8.
Beautiful name. And thank you.
Thank you.
Please excuse my error in speaking. I did not mean to misspeak your title.
Just call me Sage S2E8, and that will be fun."
That is much simpler than what I do. At least variations of my name, in hopes that someone would probably pick up on one.
Do you not find it better to use the one so there is no confusion and maybe everyone picks up on it?
Well, that is a more confident approach now that I think about it.
That is why we are here in Rao's temple. Peace, reason, and above all else, knowledge.
It speaks to the core of my being.
We all start somewhere, isn't that right, Mayhem Jiro?
Definitely. I would love to share where I began and how I ended up here. I cannot believe it myself. But to be here in this temple with everyone, truly an honor.
It is an honor to receive you, Envoy. This here is priestess of the Grand Temple of Rao in the Noble's Terrace. And she steps forward and says, "And a peace unto you, Envoy. I am Marianka Dici. I am Serganten, as you can see, from Braga, but they have brought me here to the Temple of Rao in the Nobles District. Sorry, I'm getting my accents mixed up there. I'm doing so many. Sorry. In the Nobles District, where we have the Grand Temple of Rao. And they let us know you were going to come here, so I had to come and meet you myself.
Oh, well, have I said this too many times? I am truly honored yet again. I'm just in shock and awe of where I stand. But for you to want to come meet me, instead of me to fight well, not fight, of course, I'm not a violent person, I try to strive from it, but then I have been pushed into it due to circumstance, and that just has left me with so much trauma in the back of my mind. But
You see them kind of looking at you and trying to follow and being like, "You must be very interesting in debate."
I don't want to discuss debate. I don't. That's not the place. This is not the place or time for that.
No. Mayhem Drill, they said the debate.
Oh, debate.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's what I heard.
Clearly.
They both kind of look you up and down. The other one looks you up and down. She goes, "So this is the one who won the armor of the Envoy."
After he was like kind of tinking his nails together, like a little nervous. But then he's like, "Oh,
Yes,
what was she directing that at me or?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yes, I did win this. Through a lot of pain and struggle, and seeing the plight of one of our greatest paladins of Rao. But I have seen what this armor is worth and what it costs. And it makes me even happier to wear it.
The armor costs quite a great deal of pain to earn.
Well, if I can be fully honest, it is through my faith in Rao, but also through the help of some very trusted and beautiful allies I hold dear. They still have a long ways to go, but I think I can help them. Like they've helped me.
And Marion Kudici goes, It is good that you have such a good friends. The envoy of Rao would be expected, of course, to be someone worthy of being seen with, tying your name to.
I believe so. I believe that they are worth sticking together, and they are worth making my own, another family.
Well,
but if I can say through peace and reason, I would like to think I can turn anyone into a close enough friend to call them family. You just have to see their side.
And they kind of look at each other, and Marion goes, very interesting. You take the time to see their side. It's very important. Understanding is key to peace. Yes?
If I could do it with every living being, if I had all the time in the world, I would.
Turns and looks at the Emperor and says, Your Grace, he is just as you said. Quite the example of Rao.
No. No. I mean, well, thank you, though. I try.
He is indeed. But, perhaps we should have him, participate in the debate today.
In the what? His voice cracks.
Yes, today's debate, as the tiefling steps in, today's debate, we are discussing the idea of respect. And is it earned or is it inherently given?
Oh, well, that...
And you must be able to take one or the other side and argue it with logic and reason.
Well, I would hate to be the one against that. Am I right? As he looks around for someone to chuckle with him.
And she goes, Marion goes, perhaps I should be the one you debate against, yes?
I feel fairly new to it, but I would love to give it the opportunity, and with
High Priestess?
This is Sage Sea Ice.
Oh, so High Priest. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the High Priest, I would love nothing less. I love all. but that's how excited I am.
And Hakam kind of taps you on the back a bit because he's standing pretty tall. You know, you haven't really been able to see him walk a whole lot, but he's still standing pretty tall, not kind of hunched over or anything like that. And he taps you on the back and said, "Oh, you don't need to be so worried, Mayhem. It is what it is. Open minds here. We are here to learn. We're here to discuss. We're not here to judge."
Of course. I need to remember that. The excitement's getting to me quite a bit. I'm just so honored. Like,
I understand. You are in the hot seat. But
oh,
it's not that hot.
it doesn't feel that cool.
It's maybe warm?
It's lukewarm.
Lukewarm seat?
It's a lukewarm seat.
There you are in the lukewarm seat. See, isn't that nice?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah, don't worry. And I will be his opponent.
Again, repeat that for me just once more.
I would love a chance to debate in the eyes of Rao, his envoy.
I am calm.
Well, I believe him.
Just like that.
You've seen these kind of debates from your temple in Kirkenham. Paladins would, of course, be in attendance. Sometimes they would debate. Everyone is welcome to come in and debate. Yours was kind of a smaller temple, so you guys would kind of pick a topic and reason through it, and going back and forth, something that was local for you guys, but also talking about other stuff in the grand scheme of things, like philosophical things, about what is it we're even doing here, type of stuff, all of that. The big questions, the small questions, you hit them all. That's the idea. Yeah, you're not afraid to take on any subject. It's all about learning, finding the logic and the reason within that, and applying.
Okay.
I would truly enjoy the opportunity Mayhem drew. Plus, got a good crowd.
That is what is putting me on the spot.
And maybe a kind of hot seat.
It's a little over lukewarm, to be honest.
I'm gonna lean into him and whisper, just
to be clear, I guess it felt more like a discussion in my temple, in back home. So it felt smaller, less grand scale, and right now I'm feeling the heat of the hot seat before I even touched it.
Well, I promise you, Mayhem, you go in there, you stand on one side, I will stand at the other. We will discuss. We'll have a little time to think of our responses, come back, and then discuss. It's just a discussion. There's no winning or losing. There's just knowledge.
Yes.
We all gain from these.
Yes, you're right. I guess the crowd is throwing me off. So large. I'm come from a much smaller temple, but the spirit of Rao is still felt nonetheless here, and I can see that. May it be a good show. A good discussion.
Agreed. Well, shall we?
Please.
then yeah.
We'll just come here, and we'll wait right here, and then they'll call us in there and announce us, and blah blah blah.
Man, we'll walk forward a little too far, and they'll be like, oh, okay. They'll walk back.
No, don't go yet. Just wait here. So you guys are waiting, sitting there while the other two go back in to the back room. Back, you see them turn right and disappear from your sight. And he sits there, and he's like, "So, do you like water?"
I am quite parched, yes. How many people do you think are in this temple? Just a number.
Oh, do you want water? I meant, do you like it in general?
In general?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Water's quite delectable. It's the best of all liquids to ingest.
Yes. Well, that's an interesting point of view. Perhaps we'll argue that one later.
doesn't trick you, not like grape juice. That darker grape juice, whatever that was. But I saw water's a safe bet.
Indeed. Sometimes it's not.
Oh.
You gotta be careful where you get your water.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be less trusting considering the history I have, but I just want to trust. I want to figure people out and I want to understand them and move, forward with them, not against them or away from them.
Someone immediately comes up then and up there ready for you.
Ah.
Sounds good. Let's discuss it in there.
Of course. Onward.
And you get there, and the guy stops, and oh god, we got a couple of things, a couple of raids. We have TPC, Total Party Chill, has raided
What?
Raid Shades again.
How do you insult me? Raid shade.
Bam,
Throw the raid shade.
Throw that raid shade.
On the spot.
Oh, jeez.
Finding it.
Call me a piece of shit.
Shade the brown.
That's not shade. That's like
That's the best you got? Figures.
Oh, James, it looks awfully shady over there.
We got our raid shades here, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for raiding. We also have Swole Initiative Network, who also raided. Oh, Swole Initiative Network.
Initiative.
Flex,
Network. I don't know.
If I can lift my leg up, but arm.
I know.
That's why we need them
Yay.
here for us.
I want to do what the TikTokers do, where it's just like, oh, I'm not that strong right now, and gadoosh! Like,
Oh my gosh.
rippling.
I do the uncle. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So strong. Hold on, let me.
How strong I am.
Wow, yeah, look at the.
All right, guys, welcome. All right. We're doing it right now. The deck of inspiration. We're doing hashtag chaos in the chat right now for the deck of inspiration, guys.
You're gonna like it.
You're gonna like the way you play.
He guarantees it. They
Good
guarantee
luck.
it. We all
Good luck.
guarantee it.
Thanks for coming by for
Yeah.
the raid. Hashtag chaos. Get
All
you a
right.
deck.
Give your inspiration some inspiration, y'all.
You are loved.
Indeed. All right. So they announce, and you see as you get to this area, you're at the top, and there's stairs going down, and as you look down, there are seats. It's like an amphitheater type of thing, right? A discussion, but this pretty much goes all the way around, right? The presentation is in the center and is made to make you look everywhere at all the different people as you're speaking. There's no like one set I'm speaking over here. It forces you to move and speak to the crowd all around you. There's a lot of people in here. A lot of people. Even some of the kind of more wild races as well. You notice a bugbear or a goblin here or there, a couple of goblins. Not the ones you know.
I didn't figure it'd
Yeah.
be the ones we know.
No, they're followers of Rao now.
Ice me a shit for Rao! Oh, okay. Where's the reason in that?
Here from the back.
Let's debate it.
Here from the back pew.
Good. Rao.
Oh dear God!
Our worker placement put us in the clergy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited for you guys to see him again. All right.
It's gonna be a Jar Jar Binks thing where
It
it's
is.
like a Senate member.
He's a senator, yeah.
Oh my God.
6
He's a
feet under the
senator.
ground. Oh God.
I was really upset with that. Anyhow, I have thoughts about Jar Jar Binks as a senator. Not that it's a bad thing to put him there, but it's bad to like take advantage of him and say, look, we put him in this great position, but he was stupid. See, he's stupid.
He's the
You
Ted
never-
Cruz
you never
of the Senate.
Never should have brought it up. I'll be here all night now.
I'm sorry. I'm really upset. Why this didn't help the character anyhow.
What are we talking talking about? I'm so excited to be here.
Garb.
I would like a kind of step down for.
Yeah, that's the new emperor. Anyhow, okay.
Lisa wants to debate.
Oh, lordy.
So you look down here. There are plenty of seats all the way around, but they're all full. Right, all of that. It's a larger area, and you see the two, the priest and priestess out there, and they say, today's debate will be on if respect is earned or inherently deserved. Today, debating for the for the first position, it is deserved, will be the envoy of Rao, the one true envoy of Rao, Mayhem Jiro.
Mayhem Zero. Mayhem Zero.
I'm just like kind of whispering that.
Go down.
Okay.
Kind of waves. Everybody.
Big old dragonborn.
Getting his footing along the stairs.
He says, as you finally get down there, as they say, the one true envoy of Rao, and you hear a gasp, like, and everyone looks over and they see you shining as you kind of come down, all right, type of thing.
How are you doing?
And you come down, and there's the one position, and they direct you towards that one.
Okay.
And arguing, and the other one, Marion, goes, and arguing. Sorry, this went to sleep on me. What did I do wrong? Sorry, guys.
I don't know about you, but he seems like a master debater.
He is.
Never met him before.
He is
I'm
the
super
best.
excited to see this. I mean, look at him. That form, impeccable. He's a dragonborn and somehow made it to be envoy of Rao. Very convincing.
We're like the two old Muppets.
Yeah.
I don't know why they let him in here.
Hold on, where's the off button?
I want that so bad though.
I heard he's here to debate.
All right, so then they as you come down, everyone's looking at you, very much all eyes on you, and you go over there, your tail behind you, as you come down. And then they say, and taking the position of respect is earned will be His Grace Hakem, the second Emperor of Lithuania. As he starts walking down, and everyone's like, ooh, watch. He comes down.
I applaud him. I don't know if anyone's applauding, but I don't care. I'm still doing it. I'm just like. I still want you two to be the Muppets, though.
I love it. They say, oh, real quick, Water Bearer 79 won the giveaway. Hey, congratulations. Yeah, Water Bearer 79.
Oh, Bearer.
Water bearer.
Yeah.
I
I
thought-
was like, tardigrades.
The Water Bears.
Okay.
Okay, congratulations, Water Bearer 79, on the Deck of Inspiration. Okay.
You are loved. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Man. They both move back as the crowd gets very quiet. And Hakem goes up there and he thinks to himself. And he says, respect is what all creatures of this world desire. But it must come at a price. Respect must be earned. You must prove yourself worthy of respect. You must earn it. For if you do not do your work, if you do not contribute to society, then what reason does society have to contribute to you? And that's the kind of first point that he puts out there.
I'll look around. Oh, okay. Oh, it's me. Okay. Well, I don't think society owes anyone anything, but it helps every individual to put this air out there that we are here for them, whether they realize it or not. And if we put our trust in them before they learn to hate us, then they will, I feel like society can grow together. We can move forward. Respect should be a given freedom at birth. You are given this respect. You are given this care because you are alive in this world that we all must shuffle through together. Why not make it a little easier?
You hear some murmurs within the crowd. Hakem then says, should we then respect the murderer? Should we then respect the criminal just because they are alive? They have taken life, a most grievous sin. They have taken it, they have murdered. Why should I respect that person?
Well, think of what brought... I can wait. I really want to hear a bit. I'm fine with it.
Don't have like.
No, yeah, it's
We're being
just playing the crowd.
We're
It's
being
like,
the crowd.
Well, think of what brought that murderer or that killer to his current situation. What would have happened if his society had given just a single ounce of care for him or respect? Maybe it wouldn't have pushed him in the direction he ended up in. Into a system that just pushes more murderers. I mean, not everybody's going to become a murderer. It depends on your, well, not your upbringing, on who you are. It's like a pause. I lost every member of my family. Still alive. I do not know where they are. Do you not think that would have made me angry at the world? Do you not think that would have pushed me into being an aggressive person? Well, guess what it did? It made me want to do better and fix the world so I could find them easier. I cannot speak to every murderer and all of their upbringings, but I can speak to the society that may have pushed them in the wrong direction.
So by your logic, something such as the landing, those in the landing are deserving of respect, even though they are the worst of society. It is society's fault that they are there. You are blaming society for the landing.
It is society that calls them the worst. Society that tells them they deserve to be there. What stops us from giving just a little extra that we have? The little bit we can afford, the excess amount of riches. What stops us from helping them a little bit and hoping that that pushes them in the right direction? It's all about trust. Begins with trusting the other side.
Trust. Vulnerability. It's not something a nation can afford. We must be strong. We must have order, surely, or all of this will fall. We cannot take the risk of trusting someone who has already proven they would stab you in the back. In fact, as I understand, a lot of the Karambit's recruiting happens in the landing.
Is that not because they feel as if they have no better option? They feel like this is their one way out of the landing. That's why they gravitate towards it. But what if we gave them another option? A more sincere option to help them out. An open hand instead of a closed door.
But the question is respect earned, or is respect inherently given?
I don't think anybody gives respect inherently. I just think it should be given the second you are born.
What kind of respect, just being alive, would we get? What respect should we afford the orc because they are alive?
Well, a common decency to sit in the bar with other patrons would be a nice starting point.
A little rumor, little murmurs that goes on.
He's got a point.
Well done. Educating the yokel.
I don't know, Timmer.
He's a senator.
I came here
No,
to
no.
listen to some good
These are just people
Oh,
that are sitting there.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
these are just the throng.
What do you think, Tamer? I don't know,
Yeah,
Timmer.
this is just followers of Rao who have come to see the envoy.
The Dragonborn look familiar.
Oh shit.
Rubs his leg.
Boy,
Little too familiar.
My stab wound hurts.
They're talking about murderers, but I think he's killing this debate.
He shouldn't be killing anything. He's a pacifist. I don't kill time. I'm a pacifist.
Speaking of fists, Hakem's laying them down with those questions.
You really hit him with the 1-2 debate.
York.
And Hakem then says, what other respects should be paid to someone for just being alive by society? What would you have? What respect would you have the world pay each living creature, or at least sentient creature?
Well, it's a big ask, but an open hand of understanding from one creature to another. You do not judge the person coming up to you without knowing them, who they are. And even then, I would hope respect means just trying to understand where these people come from, and where anybody is coming from. And it takes too much time for people to care. And I get that. But sometimes you need to invest a lot of your time to understand the other person and respect where they're coming from. I don't think there's enough of that. I think there's even in this city alone, and no disrespect to anybody, but in this city alone, I have seen small glimpses of what ignoring, of not understanding the other side can bring. And it is not pleasant. If it were up to me, I would give a lot. I would give homes and a decent living to the people in the landing. Bring them up to the rest of society's standards that we have right now. Because it is too hard to break down and let everybody see them as equals, then let's bring them up as equals. Everybody deserves a home, food, shelter, the basics to live.
So, just by being alive, I deserve, you deserve, everyone deserves shelter.
Yes. It is... Think of how much war has been waged due to land and the control of it. Think about what that has wrought and how many lives have been lost so unnecessarily. think how we could avoid that by caring for these people. These less fortunate people.
Truly, you are the envoy of Ra, Mayhem Druid.
Oh, no.
He's so cool.
A lot of murmuring as they imply going back.
Someone coming in that corner.
And really, I do agree, 100%. Something must be done about the landing.
In a positive way.
It's important.
That's coming from like trauma of dealing with like the Mage Nation. Anyway, yeah.
So at this point, the sage comes up and says, "No, we will discuss amongst ourselves." And that's when everyone's the hum of the crowd kind of really elevates in volume at that point. People start talking back and forth, and some are talking about that. A lot of them are talking about you, and whatnot. And Hakem comes over to you and slaps you on the shoulder and is like, you did it, my boy.
Oh, well, it was a beautiful discussion. You took the other side quite well, quite quickly. You are intelligent.
Don't forget it. And neither should our enemies. Speaking of, come with me. And puts his hand around your shoulder.
Okay.
As one, the two priests kind of go forward, and you guys follow them back behind this room, out to another room at the back. These are kind of the more private chambers in this place, not the dormitory portion of it. This is more like there's behind this is the library that goes back there. You have to go through the Hall of Debate to get to the library. So there's the library back there, and in the back of the library, they take you back there is another door. It looks like part of the wall, right? It looks like part of the wall, and you don't think it's a door until one of them presses something and it goes back.
Where are we going? Oh, whoa.
Don't worry about it, man. You guys step into this room that has some runes on it, on the ground, on the floor. There's implements of sex everywhere.
I knew it. He did want you to suck the cream off his face.
It was an innuendo!
He was like, is he into it?
Sweet. Well, now I'll get him in my dungeon.
Now I'll get him to the sex dungeon, which I conveniently keep in my church.
Yeah. As you do.
This is oddly thin chainmail of Rao. And I'm just like...
You walk into this room that has a number of has a table, has like seats, sofa type of thing. It's not a large room. It's kind of a smaller room meant for small gatherings. You see a number of chairs there. You go in there and they each take a seat, and as the door closes, you see the rooms kind of jump to life. We won't be bothered in here.
Oh. It does seem rather conspicuous.
This is my private chamber here that I had installed to speak with the high priest, Sage, Cialis. No, Cialis. Cialis is something else.
I was thinking Cialis, I didn't want to joke.
I was like,
All right, Cialis.
all right,
Yeah.
solid choice.
In our universe, it's
You could say it's rock hard.
Yeah. Pun definitely intended.
Love it.
In a fantasy world, it's just a common name.
It is.
I'm the hard
In
priest.
a what type of world?
The priest named
Fantasy world.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Cialis. All right, so Sage, Cialis, it says, this is where we discuss different matters with the Emperor when he is here. When the Emperor needs guidance of Rao, This is where we speak. Today we have Mayhem, the winner of the armor.
Pleasure.
Do you know what it is you are to do as the envoy of Rao?
Well, so far as what I've learned, from the paladin this armor came from, right now my goal is to go out and helping as many people as I can along the way.
This is, with every paladin of Rao, this is their duty. You are the envoy. You are going to be expected to do much more. You are going to be expected to mediate disputes of a large scale, in general.
Oh,
The envoy of Rao, the one true envoy, is advisor to all.
but I would love to help all, given all the time in the world, but I feel as if sometimes it requires action. Will this impede on my actions in the world?
The envoy of Rao is a special person. It takes them, but not only them, clearly those around them, to win that armor. You inspire. And you reason. You have compassion. You seek peace and knowledge and happiness with everyone. These are qualities that are needed in the world on a grand scale, Mayhem Jiro. The temple will call you. We will tell you what we need. We will tell you the need. You can decide what you do with that.
I'm still honored. Do not get me wrong. I just hope going to one need does not rob me of helping another one in need.
There is only one true envoy. You will have to make choices. But don't worry. There are many followers of Rao wanting to help everyone. They will just follow your example. As we all will.
Well, let me know when I hear the first call. As of later today, I do have plans to return to a few people I'm helping currently.
I think you will need your friends for whatever it is you will do, Mayhem. We would not part you from them.
Oh, thank goodness. Just had to check.
Now, if two nations happen to have some kind of issues with each other and negotiations broke down, this is hypothetical, of course, but very necessary in my line of work. I have to maintain relationships with 3 nations, separate nations that are in this empire. Concessions must be made on both sides. Should we need the envoy of Rao to come help mediate a dispute, would you be up to it?
I mean, how can I deny something like that? If I am here to help 3 nations come to peace, then yes, I will be here for that.
Through Rao's example and teachings, I have held the Empire together this long, and I hope that my daughter holds it all of her life. She will need you as well, Mayhem Druid.
Well, we do live fairly long, us Dragonborn. I am here for Rao and for his people, his temple, and all he stands for until the day I draw my last breath.
That is what I wanted to hear. As you see Priestess Marian Kudichi look at you. There is a problem that is... sorry, I wanted to write into that. There is a problem that is with... You cannot tell anyone. Do you swear this, Envoy?
I swear this.
I look around. The power of a Rao has waned within recent days.
How so?
Our clerics and some of the initiates who once had the power, or granted the power, suddenly are cut off. They cannot use it.
Cut off?
They have no ability anymore.
Was there anything that preceded this? Was no explanation? They were completely cut off?
We have no idea.
It's odd.
This is a time when we need the Envoy more than ever. We do not know how much more it will wane, but we do know you are Rao's champion.
I am here to help. I will bestow their connection if I can. And I'll understand why that happened in the first place.
Well, don't rush. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Mayhem, you have a duty already. To the nation, to the Empire, to the world, really.
As that kind of grips on him, like he's like,
The world. Yes, I want to help the world. I just never heard it like that before.
can I, do Dragonborn sweat?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
There's like a little beads of sweat like on the top of them.
Why not?
Like a dog just starts heavily breathing.
I like that. You don't sweat. Your tongue is out. Your mouth is open.
If you want to go full dog, fun fact, they do sweat in one spot. Paw pads.
Is that right?
Oh,
Spot that they sweat.
Interesting.
okay.
Clammy hair.
You just have really sweaty feet.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
I'm here for it. Canonically.
Slipping around and stuff.
Where?
Just like
Is there a breeze in here?
slides across the room.
Full on glitches through the door and just slides out.
nice. Mayhem. We will need you to do this duty for us. Keep your band. Keep them honest. It will be hard.
Finding true peace is never easy. But I will fight with every fiber of my being to keep them honest, to stay honest, and figure out what this is all about.
Well, first you must figure out what happened to Judas.
Yes. I would like some answers on that.
There are not many that attack me and get away.
I can see that.
Wait, his guards aren't near us, are they?
No.
Okay, well,
I have seen your guard. I can imagine it is not easy to get away if such an attempt is made.
It most certainly is not. Has us very concerned. He infiltrated my daughter's guard. He got to me closer than anyone has. I know very little about him, and what Spymaster Grimbold tells me is he was always bitter and angry and wanted things that he couldn't have. But I don't know what gave him this power. I need you, Mayhem. I need the Envoy of Rao.
Well, I would like to get some answers too. I think this may work out.
For the sake of peace, it must.
I will figure out a way to reason with him. Figure out what has brought him to this point, and hopefully pull him out of it.
We can learn much from him, Mayhem.
Me personally, I like to avoid taking a life when I can. I know the option is not always so easy, but I will do what I can.
He does not seem the easy type.
No, he seems the terrifying type. His power was rather brilliant that day.
Like the free mages of old, before the Sundering.
Yes, before the Sundering. I mean, not all free mages are bad. Fully. There may be ways to... There may be something I can do.
Well, we will save that discussion for a different debate. Maybe next Sunday.
You know me. I would be honored.
As would I. Now, then, Mayhem, I should probably send you on your way back to your friends. You have a job to do very soon. Ismail awaits you.
Yes. Seems like we can get a lot of answers in Ismail.
Spread through your example. Show them what peace and reason can bring. Show them who Rao is. Show them who you are, Envoy.
With everything I am,
he's gonna kneel down.
I am Mayhem Zero, and I will spread the word of Rao to the world in order to help it all.
I mean, but don't be too pushy. Just example.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
of course, yeah.
Still kneeling. But
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. I'm not that guy.
We don't want to.
We're not that. I prefer.
I don't. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No. I'm saying like, out of love.
It just makes sense.
But if they don't want to, fine. But I'm still gonna help them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up for me.
Good.
Thumbs up
Good.
from me.
The Emperor stopped us up.
I got an Emperor's cream and an Emperor's thumb. This is a great day.
What? The Emperor creamed your thumb?
Take care of your armor.
Every day.
There's only one of it. It is said to be semi-sentient.
It feels that way. It was rather easy to put on.
Not a common thing.
Oh. Really?
Yes.
Well, I hope the armor knows I have taken quite a liking to it as well.
I'd say, since it has not really been worn for around 80 years, it's probably quite happy to be getting some fresh air.
Then I will show this armor the world.
Or it has no feelings and it's just armor.
Either way.
That was also in there.
Well, it's what you make it, Mayhem. What's life without Whimsy? Sure, yes. Show it the world.
Okay. You. All right.
Do you know how that came to be? And when that happens, one of the sage steps in and goes, I don't think this is the time for this story. I know Mayhem has a lot to do, and maybe we save that for another time.
I may have some time.
I think you should at least know that it was through Rao's power this was accomplished.
Of course. It's so simple.
And it's good.
I will do Rao justice.
Good. As I said, a very rare thing you are wearing, Mayhem Jiro. Something others would envy.
I hope not envy too much.
As do I. But people are people.
Yes. Well, this will be my most prized possession in my life. And I promise you, it will not leave my sight.
Excellent. Well, I think it is time that I left your sights.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
This has been quite enjoyable, but, you know, the life of an emperor is no vacation. A lot of people relying on me, Mayhem.
Of course.
And so, I will leave you here.
In this room?
In the temple, if you like, or I could drop you off back at Happily House.
I will peruse just a bit further, actually, now that you mention it, before I leave, but...
I do have one question. How did you come into the company of Lady Victor Sterling?
Well, well, speaking of the beat, not everybody giving respect to everybody else, we may have encountered some patrons in a bar that were not so friendly to my face or skin or existence.
I just didn't like my face or my skin or the fact that I breathe.
So
Totally reasonable.
Speaking of debate, should a dragonborn be allowed to breathe or not? Let's get it.
Yeehaw.
Discuss.
No. It's awkward.
It's just a discussion. Nothing about action has to be happening.
Wink. What were we saying?
No, that's what I said. I brought up the fact about the bar.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That is, she was one of the patrons that lended a helping hand. Or a helpful tune, as it were.
Her family has been through a lot in the last year. A noble family in my court. And who helped my father out a great deal, helping to unify. I do know of her past with her father. Is this to be another member of your party?
I believe so. I trust her. She has shown us nothing but kindness when she didn't really need to. And as I've said before, I will lend out my trust.
Trust, but do not be naive.
I will work on that.
It's important. Experience. You are young. Yes?
Yes, yeah, as I'm reminded frequently. Things have sent.
That is what the world needs. This young perspective. But what you lack is the experience to know when you are being taken advantage of. You are going to Ismail. There will be plenty of that. Be on your guard. Trust your friends.
If that is the case, I may be able to trust my friends a great deal.
Is that right?
Yes, they're very good at that.
Yes, I've read the reports. Very well. Well, Mayhem, will you be leaving soon?
I believe so. It won't be much longer. I just want to adore the temple a little more, and I'll be on.
I meant for Ismail.
Oh yes, I believe we are all on the same path, and that should not take long.
Well, come back. We'll have a house for you. And as you see, back to the debate, houses are hard to come by in Lithania City.
Well aware.
We're working on it.
I have no doubt. There's many factors in your way. And utopia is not easy to achieve.
And having you, the envoy of Rao, speak at the debate against me, proving my points. That is not naivete, my friend. We will do it together.
I will be here with you every step of the way. Through Rao, of course.
Of course. Very well. He stands up. I must be going. Enjoy the temple. And,
Mayhem's gonna stand up before he leaves.
I cannot thank you enough for this.
why don't you walk me to the door?
I will.
Excellent. Sage, priestess, thank you. They give their thanks, open the door, and he puts his hand on your shoulder. Not a word to anyone, Mayhem.
Not a word. Not a word.
A little nervous.
Not a word.
Tink, tink, tink.
You guys make your way up into the crowd. Everybody kind of looks at you as you pass and is like, oh, wow. You know, again, kind of murmuring a bit. And the Emperor takes you to the door and says, well, this is it, my friend. But it was quite an enjoyable time.
I could not have asked for a better debate with any other person. But thank you.
And I'm gonna actually go in for a hug. As weird as I know the stature difference.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the hug.
He's still quite tall. Just thin.
Crush him. You just snap his
And-
back.
You go for.
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
We got another raid, -1 CHA, -1 charisma rated.
Oh, my God, that's amazing.
Nice.
Minus one.
Nice.
My kind of
Welcome. I'll put on the shades for that one. Final one here as we're ending it. Raid shades for -1 charisma.
I'm right here with you, but I'm not taking off my glasses. That's right, doubled up.
Nice.
Do I look
That way you could be cool and see.
Oh, I said, do I look cool?
Yes.
Still, yeah.
6 eyes are cooler than 2.
Yeah.
You reach over, you grab the Emperor, and all right.
Sorry.
And he
Gentler.
and then hugs you back. That was nice. Thank you, Mayhem. The honor was truly mine. I never imagined in my lifetime I would be able to debate with the envoy of Rao, the true envoy of Rao.
It will not be the last.
I'm looking forward to it, friend. Now, I have boring people to talk to.
You say boring people?
Yes.
That's awesome.
The doors swing open, sun comes through, he gets in. The guards go back out again. He gets in the carriage and they take off.
Nice.
You doing anything else?
Nothing specific. I just wanted to get like a moment of Mayhem just kind of in awe of the architecture of the place. Like he's just analyzing a lot of the details and just really taking it all in.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a moment of peace and just to kind of, I don't know, not to sound hippie, but feel the energy of this temple, you know?
Yeah.
And
It's been a while since you've been in one. The last one was Karma, and that was kind of in and out. And before that, it was like, what, Kirkenham? So it's been a while that you've been able to kind of be in a Temple of Ra.
Are there any other debates going on?
So you can see that this debate is kind of what people have been talking about, and that they're going back and forth with it and talking about what you had to say and making their own points against it, like adding to it. So you know that generally these discussions this is the topic and we spend our time here on that topic and really delve into it. You have people kind of started off debating and make their points, and then from there, the rest of everyone gets to, take those points and then debate with each other.
Nice. I'd like to say I watched like a little bit of that, but after a little bit of peace, I'll make my way back. Like I'll start walking back.
Every now and then someone comes by and like shakes your hand and it's like, wow, Envoy. Oh man, that's great. Wow. The Envoy around like shining and everything.
To every single one of them, I'll shake their hand and look them in the eye and just, like, I'm very honored to meet you. Thank you.
Peace be unto you, Envoy.
And to you.
And all right, and you end your time and head on back?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my plan.
All right. We'll say that Hakem left one carriage in the motorcade for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How long would the walk have taken, just out of curiosity?
I'd have to look at the map,
I'm fine with it.
but I don't know, probably 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible.
Thought it'd be funny if it just came back and he's like, oh, it's so fucking long.
It's funny. Okay, there is where we're going to end it. You guys will come back to next week, where we will pick up with the final shopping things. We'll bring, I believe, Lady Victor will be joining us again.
I did
Perfect timing.
Oh, it's gonna be real weird when she joins us and finds
Herself.
herself with
I did the
And a-
paperwork really quickly, everybody. I'm already back.
What's this?
Well, all she had to do was file the appeal, really. So all she had to do was that, and Jenkins will handle it.
Noticed I got a bill for almost 400 gold worth of stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, slurping cream. Like,
That was amazing.
I got all her fucking people doing shit.
So funny. Okay, guys, we're gonna close it up. I know we went a little long today. Wanted to finish that one up, but thank you guys for being here. Thanks for a great session, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitch, a sub on YouTube, and a review on the podcast app of your choice if you're listening to us on a podcast. I'll do my podcasting voice now. No? I'll work on it.
I liked it.
Yeah?
It's not like your NPR.
Yeah.
NPR.
So, today on the NPR podcast,
Yeah. I'd listen to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lick an ear mic.
I was doing voice work, okay?
You were being ASMR. Same thing, though.
Hey guys.
Sound effects, this is us drinking the cream.
There it is. So yeah, thanks for following us. Please continue to do so, despite us.
I know we're terrible, but
Envoy, more like Bon Voyage.
Get the fuck to Ismail.
did you hear that?
Fuck those people in the lower landing.
That was great. All right. Well, we'll do this in a little bit of after dark if we want to sit and talk, but we got to get going. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hey, don't forget Chaos Agents tomorrow. Right? We are coming back. You will see the Chaos Agents. I am excited.
Are we gonna see the full pickle?
You might see the full pickle by night. You really might.
Wait till you see the thumbnail. Created by Hero Forge. Created in Hero Forge, not by Hero Forge. Created.
They didn't do this for me.
Don't put that on us.
Created by James.
Yeah.
In Hero Forge.
Yes. Created using Hero Forge.
You made.
I can't wait.
Hey guys, don't forget we have season 4 of the Redacted Reports continuing on Wednesday.
God damn.
So check them out. Wednesday, season 4, and of course on Saturday we have Children of Fear. Come check out the Call of Cthulhu, everybody. Come to it. So that's the schedule for this week. We're definitely on. We're gonna be on, guys. So come join us. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for starting your week off right with a critical fail. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.